Hi guys, it is Tuesday, April 7th, 2015, and I thought I would come chat with you guys again. So, when we left off last week when I last talked to you guys, I was talking a lot about switching to the RE and that change, and I don't have any news about that at this point. Tim and I talked a lot about it over the weekend. This weekend was Easter, as you all know. We talked a lot about it over the weekend and didn't really make any decisions. So, and part of that is because my body is freaking out right now. I really don't have any idea what's going on with my body. It's just kind of like freaking out. So first, I guess I should just give you guys like what's going on. It's technically cycle day 12, but I have yet to stop spotting. I am not really on a period still, but I'm having enough spotting on and off that I'm having to use something on and off. So, and it's not being consistent at all. It's been really light, and then it'll go from pink to brown to red to nothing, back and forth and all over. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm having backaches and cramping still, and I'm getting headaches, which I get usually during my luteal phase and then during my period a little bit, but I'm still having them. Like yesterday, I had a migraine all day long. So I don't really know what's going on. I think that my migraine was induced by a lot of things, but definitely I'm still getting hormonal headaches, which is weird for this time of my cycle. Usually by now I'm starting to feel really good. You know, I'm starting to get to the I'm definitely pre-ovulatory, starting to feel really happy and my energy goes up, but I feel really, sexy and stuff, but not yet. That, and my skin is freaking out. It's really bright, so sorry if I'm totally washed out, but my skin's breaking out. I've got zits all over my chin. I'm breaking out on my chest and my shoulders. I haven't broken out on my, chest and shoulders and back like I am right now since I was a teenager. I feel like my whole body is just freaking out. I think it's all, residual from the chemical pregnancy. Everything's just still, adjusting, but, God, it's been hard. It's been a solid, 2 weeks of spotting. I don't know. So my body is definitely not back in sync with things, which is weird because last week it definitely felt like it was kind of doing things normally. My period felt pretty normal. It was a little bit weird, but nothing crazy. So I don't know. So I think that my ovulation is going to be delayed a little bit. So I would probably be due to ovulate about a week from now, somewhere around cycle 17, but I think it'll be a little bit later this cycle. So I don't know. So that gives us a little bit more time to kind of decide what we want to do. I'm doing OPKs and temping this cycle, and my OPKs are still negative, and my temps are kind of sporadic, but we also were gone for 4 days, so I know when I travel I don't sleep as well, so it could have been just from that. So I don't know, one of you guys suggested just not trying, not protecting, and I really and truly wish that I could. I really just can't. Even if we decide not to try this cycle, I want to have this cycle's chart and to know when I ovulated this cycle and all that stuff for the future, just so I have more frame of reference. And also I like knowing what my body's doing, so I don't think I could even if I didn't temp and didn't do OPKs, I think I would still know. My body's pretty obvious. I get a lot of other ovulation signs. I often get ovulation twinges, so I would probably know anyways. And I think it would be hard if I was not trying, not protecting, to not just try, So that was a good thought, but I don't think I can do it. I just don't think I don't think I could turn it off unless we said for 3 months I was not going to track anything, then maybe. But I don't know. I think the other part of that, of not trying, not protecting, is it sounds like the RE office would not want us to do that because they would want me to do my progesterone supplement after I ovulate. So I wouldn't want to waste progesterone supplements you know what I mean? I don't know if I explained that at all correctly. But anyways. So we haven't decided. I just talked for 3 minutes about the fact that we haven't decided anything. But so that's going on, I guess. So my body's freaking out. I don't know what we're doing for trying. I think we're probably just going to try because whatever. But the other thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I maybe should have made this a second video, but I want to talk to you guys about how stressful it can be to talk about, like, all these stressful topics, like talking about things, even though I'm totally open and, like, am more than willing to talk to people about what's going on. Having to talk to family for an entire weekend is so flipping exhausting. Like, it started on Friday. We saw Tim's family. We saw his parents and his brother and sister-in-law and their baby. So, of course, the baby adds more stress. I think I should make a whole video about dealing with people with babies. But, like, so that's 4 people that are asking us very similar questions, like, about the TTC stuff and infertility, and also my job hunt, and also, like, our plans for the future. Where are you going to live? What are you going to do? How many kids? Like, shut up. Like, I don't know. So, those 4 people. Then we drove and stayed with my grandparents. So that's 2 more people that are asking us the same questions. And we saw my, like, entire family. So, cousins and aunts and uncles and family friends, and my dad and my brother, and, like, just a billion people. And everyone's really curious and wants to know, which is fine. But, like, in the span of 4 days, I answered the same questions, like, at least 15 times, and it just gets to be so draining. Like, I'm okay talking about it once, talking about it twice, but then by the 5th time I'm talking about it, I'm just like, can I not? Like, can I not tell anyone? Like, oh, like, how's the job hunt going? It's going good. Like, oh, like, how are you guys doing with all the fertility stuff? Like, I don't know. I just explained this answer just, like, to my aunt over there. Like, can you just talk to her? Like, I don't know. It's so weird how that's so tiring. And, like, I really, like, I like that my family asks because, you know, it makes me feel like they actually, like, kind of care. Even though sometimes they ask in a way that it's really, like, they don't really want to know very much. They just want to, like, ask to, like, do the right thing. But still, I would rather they, like, try. But at the same time, it's just, like, it gets so tiring. And I don't know if you guys can tell or if you know this, but I'm actually a pretty big introvert. I'm super outgoing, like totally an open book. I like meeting people, I enjoy people, but I find people to be very, very exhausting. Like being around in a big group of people is just really draining for me. I really like it, but I'm a homebody. Like when it's time to go, like I want to go home, like I want to go to bed. I don't want to talk anymore. So, like, staying with family for a full weekend gets to be kind of tiring, but anyways, so I just wanted to vent about that a little bit, get that off my chest, like, ugh, it's just frustrating, and I'm guessing some of you might think, well, why don't you direct him here? That's a good question. That's a good thought. I'd actually wondered if maybe I should, like, tell my family about my YouTube channel. They know that, like, I've connected with other women. You know, I've mentioned, like, that I've connected with women all over and that's been really helpful. But they don't know that I'm vlogging, I guess. So, I don't know. But yeah, so anyways, that's the other thing I wanted to vent about. I just thought I would come on and vent and give you guys the information. I am just feeling worn out today. Like I said, I had a migraine all day yesterday and we drove home. So having a migraine and spending 6 hours in the car yesterday really just took it out of me. So I'm going to go and read and just kind of hang out the rest of the day. I have a lot of laundry to do. It's Tim's late night, so I'll be here by myself, but I'm kind of excited actually to just like get laundry done and go to bed at like 8. But anyways, so that's everything. But whoa. Okay, I'm going to go now before I break my laptop. But I love you guys, baby dust, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.